super sleuths of the internet have already started investigating the mysterious blurred menu option that closed out the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Direct. And Gabe, they might already be onto something. We have some tweets from Latarde over on Twitter indicating that this mode may be called Spirits. He has taken the shot frame by frame, zoomed in, and deciphered that in Japanese, katakana, it says Spirits.
All right, Zach, so for the uninitiated, what does katakana mean?
So what this would indicate is that the mode would be called Spirits in English as well. Katakana is used for words of foreign origin, and Latarde is keen to point out that it is not the word for spirit in Japanese, but rather the katakana form, most likely indicating that it's what it would be called, like the mode title would be Spirits.
Yeah, Spirits, Zach. What do you make of this? Because we saw the Simon Belmont announcement reveal and Luigi gets turned into a spirit, and my first instinct is like, okay, if this thing is called Spirits, that has to be some type of like weird coincidence, but what if it's not? What if it's like a little like tease for the hardest of core of things to come?
I just feel like you have Mario getting swiped by Ridley, you have Death taking out Luigi in the Simon trailer, King Day got absolutely wrecked by K. Rool after his little charade, so there's got to be something to these characters getting wiped out, right? Like, I feel like that has to tie in. The coincidence is so strong. It would be, I mean, what else is a Spirits mode? Unless it's I don't know, somehow it ties into the nostalgia factor of bringing all of the games and all the characters together, and it's referential of, like, famous battles, or it's too convenient to me and too coincidental that all the character reveal trailers have included someone getting slashed.
Well, I mean, it could also just be like a story-based thing, right? Where like Sakurai maybe came up with a story for all of this, and Spirits just happens to be, part of whatever this whole thing like amalgamates to. Or like, I mean, who knows?
Yeah, it absolutely could be. That could just be the naming convention for the single player. And Subspace Emissary, if you would have told me that was the name of the single player, I would have said, what the heck does that mean, and what are you getting at? So, there's precedent for it being a little bit unique, right, in terms of what it's called. It's not going to just be called Campaign. Now, I think that it's likely that Spirits is going to be included in this mode title in some capacity, but there is sort of the devil's advocate perspective that maybe it's just blurred to be blurred and it's not really indicative. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, that's the thing I wanted to touch on, right? Because yes, this is someone deciphering it on Twitter, and like it's very interesting, but we do want to make sure to say that, hey, this could not be it at all. That's also a possibility where this is something completely...
And that would be
Go ahead.
Sorry, I can barely hear you like half the time, so it's so hard for me to know when you stop or not. Just re-say or finish your thought.
So it's just very hard to say what this thing's going to be.
Yeah, and I feel like trolling / bait and switching with a replacement image would be weird. So I'm going to lean more that it is Spirits, and I feel like it's odd to me that the character trailers all have one similar element. And it's also odd because Nintendo doesn't really deal with death of characters. I mean, they don't even call it dying in Smash Bros. So
they tweeted, Zach, that Luigi's fine.
Right. So, I don't know. I mean, hey, in Mario Tennis Aces, there was the weird abduction of Luigi and doing all that, and him sort of getting converted by the racket. So maybe it ties in, but I feel that, if anything, it's good news that it's not a word we're familiar with, because if it was something like Smash Run or Break the Targets, then it would be indicative of a returning mode as opposed to something brand spanking new. So I think, by all accounts, this is a very good thing, and I'm very excited and interested to see what Spirits might indicate. I think the theories and ideas will be very interesting, and so we'd love to hear yours in the comments down below. What do you think Spirits could indicate as a major mode for Smash Bros? Do you think it is tied into these trailers, or is it just Sakurai's way of, letting you know what this story mode or this single-player mode is about? Or do you have a different idea of how Spirits could instead be indicative of a different style of game, of different style of mode, maybe something that is is different altogether. Let us know in the comments down below. Make sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all the latest and greatest from the Switch and Smash Bros. Follow us on Twitter and Discord. We got links in the description below. As soon as this thing is uncovered and unveiled, we will have that info for you. In the meantime, though, thanks so much for watching. Fantastic day. For myself and Gabe, Switch Force out.